Hello, everybody.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We've got Mr. Dockery here, and this is citation 25RO00446. Mr. Dockery, you were cited back on the 22nd of January, but quarter after 2 in the afternoon, near Coolidge and Normandy, for entering an intersection on a red light and no proof of insurance. Have you taken care of the no proof of insurance ticket?
Yes, Your Honor, the next day.
Okay, so that's not here. It's not on the docket, and looking through the tickets, it's not up. So but you pay the $25?
Yes, I did. She said to leave it for this hearing date. I much rather had just paid it. Because the one that I'm here for is running the red light. That is most important to me.
Right. Are you here to admit or to deny responsibility, or to admit with an explanation?
I'm gonna admit with an explanation.
Okay, and that is what, please?
Okay, when I got pulled over for this, okay, if you look at the time, I don't start work until about 3:05, which I was at work almost like 35-40 minutes or more in the parking lot. This is a daily thing. I normally get at my job at 2:10. This is so I can have a sandwich. I listen to 97.1, and I can relax a little bit before I go into work. Prior on this day, we had a bunch of ice out on the road. I have pictures I wanted to share with you of the ice dam that was probably about 300 foot from the light, considering it's like 3 or 4 houses off from that light. It didn't call, so I'm going at a rate about 35 miles an hour. Yes, and I was testing my brakes, so I would not go through the light. I wanted to make sure that, I didn't slide into traffic or anything like that. So I was very cautious going through that way. Now, over the 15 years I have traveled this road, I've been in several minor accidents because of the light and where we turn in for our parking lot. A lot of times coming off that light, they're not expecting the brake so much. So,
Mr. Dockery, your license reflects there hasn't been a violation since 2007. There's no crash since then.
These are minor incidents.
Okay, but what I'd like you to deal with is what happened on the 22nd of January.
The officer stated that I went through a red light, and I was trying to plead my case with the court, Your Honor, that I was.
What color was the light when you went through it?
It was green, sir.
Well, you pled responsible with an explanation.
I was trying to explain the situation leading up to where I was supposed to head went through the light, sir. I use caution always with this light.
You said the light was green when you went through it?
I believe so, sir.
Green for who? You were or cross traffic?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Was the light green for you, or was it green for the cross traffic in front of you?
The officer said that they had the green light.
Well, if they had the green, you had to have a red.
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor. You asked me what I thought, and I told you I'm not.
You pled responsible with an explanation, and I asked you what your explanation was.
I made a mistake. I honestly.
Now that makes sense.
I wasn't aware that I went through it.
Is there anything you want to add to this, Officer Hendrinos?
No, the officer, like I said.
I asked him if there's anything he wanted to add to it.
Okay.
Your Honor, I was traveling eastbound on Normandy, and I was about 100 feet away from that light. It turned green, and prior to Mr. Dockery running through it, it was green. It was red for. I'm sorry, it turned red. My light turned green. I'm sorry. And my light was green for approximately 2 to 3 seconds prior to Mr. Dockery going through that intersection.
And the light has a double red as well.
Correct.
So if it's green for you for 2 or 3 seconds, it was red for him for 3 or 4 seconds.
Correct.
And he's basically admitted that he goofed.
I have nothing further.
Mr. Dacre, what's going to happen here with the Secretary of State is they're going to send you a letter that will tell you about a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to stop points from going onto your ticket. Your record reflects that you've never used that opportunity before. And this is just tailor-made for somebody like you because your record, you have no points as we sit here. This is a 3-point ticket. The class is available for people with good driving records, yours qualifies, who are cited for civil infractions 3 points or less, not including careless. So you qualify by your record, the infraction qualifies, and you can still keep the points off by participating in the program that the Secretary of State will write you about, which is a online traffic safety class. Meanwhile, this ticket is $150 that does need to be paid, but the points don't go on until you choose not to take the class. So the class isn't going to take the points off. The class is going to stop the points from going on.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
So the next letter you get from the Secretary of State is going to be good news. Now,
This is something I don't have to let my insurance company know about then, correct?
that's why you're taking the class.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's exactly why you're taking the class. And you're still on the Blue Island Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's where the Secretary of State's going to send the notice, and they should send it to you within, if I tell you a week, it'll be 2, but if I tell you 2, it'll be 4 days.
Okay,
But bottom line is that you don't need to do anything to initiate the process. It's automatic with the Secretary of State.
okay.
So,
I appreciate it.
so take care of the ticket here, and
Okay.
the next mailing you get from the Secretary of State is going to be good news for you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
You too.
Thank you.
Didn't get here on time.
Your Honor, how do I stop this, or will it automatically stop, or?
I can turn it off.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The idea about sometimes where people try to push the yellow and yellow means stop, sometimes people just miss the whole darn light.
Yeah.
And to have that happen and to have the first car be a police car is extremely lucky because a non-trained driver could very well have been involved in a crash.
Oh, yeah. If they would have seen the green light and just immediately gunned it, they would have been in an accident.
Unless you sit in traffic court a couple days a week, you think green means go.
Mm-hmm.
After you've been in court for a couple days, green means think about seeing if it's safe.
Yeah, take a look around first.
Not a bad idea.
All right.
Good to see you.
You too, Your Honor. Have a good one.
You too. Mr. Mancini, do you wish to be represented by the MIDC attorney at this hearing?
Oh, yes, please.
Mr. Lynch is on his way
Okay.
online. You'll need to speak with him, so we'll put you and him in a breakout room.
Okay, thank you.
The attorney that was here in the building was not the attorney that represented you in this matter originally, was it?
No, she just represented me in a Macomb case. I just bumped into her and she was gonna try to take care of it, but they just couldn't get me in time for me to use her because she had to be somewhere by 4. So, and I'm here voluntarily.
Well, I believe there was a bench warrant issued for your arrest.
Yes, that is why I came in to handle that. Because I was supposed to be sentenced for Macomb, and Camilla Barkovich, my lawyer for Macomb, seen that I had a bench warrant here, and she pushed my Macomb court date back so to come and handle it. So she's the one who came and told me to turn myself in.
Mr. Lynch, an attorney who was with Mr. Mancini left the building because she had to be someplace else. She has not filed an appearance. Mr. Mancini is requesting counsel here. This is a 21 case. The Rich was gun reckless is on the file.
I'm sorry, did you say it's a reckless driving?
No, it had to do with a firearm reckless.
Oh, okay.
And the warrant that was issued sometime in 23, appears to be November of 23, failure to appear. Bench warrant. Bond was set at 10,000 cash surety or 10%. There had
And
been
what's the
multiple
offense
hearings. Say again?
What's the offense date, Judge? I'm sorry.
The offense date goes back to 21, July 4th of 2021. And the charges as to Mr. Mancini was count 2, which was reckless use of a firearm.
Is that a 1 year?
Actually, it appears to be a 90-day. And bond was continued back in 23 in October, set on the probation docket. And the defendant didn't appear in November for a hearing that was set by Judge Meineke.
Okay, so a violation of probation.
Well, I don't know that he was on probation.
You said it's on the
I was
probation.
on probation.
I arraigned him in October 23, and at that time, all terms and conditions of defendant's probation remain in full force and effect. We set the bond at 7,500 cash surety or 10%. We reset the hearing on the probation violation. And so we'll reset the hearing on the probation violation now.
Did they forfeit that 7,500 10% bond?
I don't think he paid it.
Can I explain something real quick if I have a chance?
Go ahead.
So I had I was in Oakland County. I had a case in Macomb. I had a felony hold for a fleeing and eluding in Berkeley. Minicky was my judge again. He seen me, and they said they had a violation for me failing to appear for court on a probation violation in April, I believe. It was either February or April of 2023. So I end up seeing Minicky again, same exact judge, in October, at the end of October. Because I had the fleeing and eluding in the same thing, he said he bonded me over for circuit on the fleeing and eluding, and he said we will. He's like, I had cases in Macomb. He said, you obviously have more serious things going on. We'll speak about this matter at a different timing. We're gonna see what happens in circuit. And then my lawyer Justin Zaid told me they could probably run it concurrent. So I go in circuit court. Judge Cunningham, he was my judge for circuit. They didn't mention anything about this my old probation case. So basically they put me on a new set of probation through MDOC for the fleeing and eluding. My probation officer is at the Troy probation. They never mentioned anything about me having a warrant. I never knew anything about having to come to court. Like, I thought we were past this. I didn't know if it was run concurrent. I wasn't really in understanding of what was going on with that. In Macomb cases, Camilla Barkovich, that is who represents me. Last week on Wednesday, I was set to get sentenced for my cases that are going on in Macomb. I was set to get sentenced. I ended up getting probation for that as well. Well, Camilla Barkovich seen in my PSI that I had a bench warrant here, the one I'm currently here for. And she pushed my other court date back, sentencing for Macomb, and she said, I want you to go in and take care of the bench warrant that you have in Oakland for the probation violation. And she told me to call ahead, see if you guys are doing walk-ins. I showed up today at 1 o'clock, and then I bumped into Camilla Barkovich. She happened to be for another client. She was going to represent me. They couldn't get me in time with her because she got out late, and then she ended up leaving. So
on 10/27 of 23, your violation of probation was adjourned for 30 days. Judge ordered the bond would continue. It was then reset for 11/22 of 23, and you didn't appear.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that I had a case for that.
You had to be back in court in 30 days.
No, I did not. I did not.
That's what the judge told you when you were in court. he adjourned the hearing for 30 days.
I wasn't aware of that. I bonded
You
out.
were aware you went to court and didn't have a hearing.
But I thought it was gonna be ran concurrent through my fleeing and eluding case because it was same judge. I was bonded over to circuit and I thought I was gonna get something in the mail, a phone call or anything. I
You
didn't.
did. It didn't come back from the postal service. It was mailed on November 2nd for a hearing on November
I never
22nd.
received that, judge, because I can't afford to get in trouble. I would have showed up if I knew the exact date I had to. I would have showed up. I would have taken care of it. The minute I found out I had a bench warrant, I'm here taking care of it, Your Honor.
When did you find out about this bench warrant?
I found out the bench warrant on Wednesday. Or
Of
Wednesday.
last week.
Yeah, Wednesday of last week.
Then you just told me that the minute you found out, you came to court and we're sitting 6 days later.
Oh, yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Lynch, you want some time to speak with this gentleman?
I suppose that I can, Judge. I think we still need to also formally call the case, although I think we make kind of an extensive record at this point.
Okay, I'm going to recall the warrant.
I think we have to formally call the case, Judge, don't we?
Well, I did, but I will say it again. 21-01003, people of the state of Michigan versus Kylan Jane Mancini. Mr. Lynch.
Stephen Lynch, on behalf of the defendant, for purposes of today's arraignment on the bench warrant via Zoom, consent to same. Ask the court to set aside any bench warrant. If not, previously on the record, ask court to take judicial notice of all the statements just made by Mr. Mancini. I would normally do a breakout room, but he just provided all the information I would have obtained anyway.
Okay, we're going to recall the bench warrant. We're going to reset the violation of probation. He's going to get the notice before he leaves the building. Bond will remain at $10,000, but I am going to make it personal.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Mancini, go downstairs. I think you're upstairs, so go downstairs. Go to the counter and get the notice of hearing that they'll produce right now for you.
Okay,
Good luck.
thank you.
This goes in his food. Thank you, Mr. Lynch.
Thank you, Judge. Take care.
Oh my, now we get to park.
I love you all. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.